In a recent video, I built this 2,000 watt portable power station for under 600 bucks. Right now, it's running this 5,000 BTU air conditioner. Stick around in the video and we're gonna see how long this thing will last running this off-grid AC. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ken and I'm standing in our home gym. We built this home gym 2 years ago. Go check out the video. We built it in 48 hours. This used to be an enclosed porch. We threw up some walls, we threw on some windows, put in a nice door. But what we didn't do was anything to bring HVAC, any heating, any cooling into this space. So it's cold in the winter and it's hot in the summertime. Now we live in North Carolina, so it doesn't get that cold in the wintertime, but in the summer, it's almost 85 degrees outside today. And this thermostat, and the bottom number is the only one that you need to care about. The other three are the garage. It says it's almost 80 degrees in here. This is how we cooled it last year. We had it plugged into this bar. So this is a Hisense 5,000 BTU air conditioner that I got at Lowe's a couple years ago. And this air conditioner, looking at the numbers on the side, says it pulls about 7.7 amps at about 800 watts. So when this thing is running at full power, it's pulling 7 amps, 800 watts. Now, in one of my last videos, I built this portable power station. This is a $150 or less 2,000 watt pure sine wave 12 volt inverter that I got on Amazon. And then this is the DUMFUME battery that the company sent me to do some tests. This is one of the tests I wanted to do. This is a 314 amp hour battery. This battery is barely larger than a typical lead acid battery. It's under 60 pounds and there's a ton of power in this itty bitty package. I also added this 200 amp fuse. So I initially had a 300 amp fuse on it, but I went down to 200 amps because it's only a 200 amp hour BMS. So we should be all set there. And then I've already turned it on. So we've been running, it's 142. We've been running for about 10 minutes here. And it says it's pulling 770 watts. And we're at 120 volts, 12.7 volts input. So we're doing pretty good. The unit itself is not too hot. So that's good. The AC is also kind of blowing on it, so any heat it makes should be overcome by the air conditioner. I do have a shunt here, and the shunt that I installed, this is about a $40 or $50 shunt. The shunt that I installed here, now that we're pushing at full capacity, says we only have about 3 hours until this battery is empty. So we're pulling at about 100 amps, and then this 1.3 kilowatts, so it says we're pulling about 1,000 watts, so almost 1,300 watts, which is a little higher than that at 800, but there is some wattage and power loss as you run through the inverter, which just kicked on battery. So now it's off again. So this inverter, basically the fans operate off of heat when it gets warm. So fans kick on, keep it cool, fans kick off. So 1,300 watts is what this says it's pulling, but 102 amps. 2 hours and 56 minutes. We started at 1:30 or 3 hours. So this should run until 4:30 p.m. So we'll see what it does. 15 minutes of runtime. We've already dropped the temperature in here by about 1 degree, and it's only going to get warmer outside. So we're not at peak heat outside, but the next couple hours we will be. So hopefully this keeps us nice and cool. The inverter is cycling on and off at over 1,000 watts. That inverter does get a little warm. So it will be cycling on and off, but the fan is not constantly running, which says it's not too hot right now, but it is a little warm to the touch, not too hot, so I'll continue to check on this as often as possible. So at 3 hours, this is what it says we'll get. AI, when I ran the numbers, it said we were only going to get 2 hours out of it. So I'm going to let this battery go until this battery is completely kaput and this battery gives up on running anything. But it actually feels kind of nice over here by the AC. The wires are nice and cool. So that's a big thing coming off the battery. It does say it's putting out about the exact amount of output that the AC pulls. So we're gonna let this run and we'll come back and check in, see how well this battery and this off-grid setup actually performs running this 5,000 BTU AC. So it's been almost exactly 1 hour. It says we're down about 4 degrees on the air conditioner itself. Almost 5 degrees, 74 degrees in here now is what it says on the thermometer. But let's see what time we still have here. So this says 87 amps, 1,100 watts, and we still have 2 hours and 40 minutes left on this battery. So 1 hour has taken about 25%. And again, I'm not completely sure on the accuracy. This test will show me what the heck this accuracy really is on that shunt. But so we'll come back in another hour. The wires, I mean, obviously it's kind of in front of here, but even without that, the wires would be hot. The wires are nice and cool. The unit itself, it's not hot. Yeah, I can put my hand on it. It's warm, but not hot. The fan keeps cycling on and off as it hits the temperature. It's only indirectly being hit by the AC. Most of the air is coming up here, so we are doing good. One last check over here. What do we got? We are 670 watts. So let's just keep, every time I run a test, I'm impressed at this DUMFUME battery. So let's keep going. All right, well, it's 4:10, so that's almost 3 hours later. Couldn't come in any sooner, but it's still running, 76. Thermometer says it's 73 degrees in here. Still kicking on and off. Fan on the inverter says we're at 26% and we have an hour left. So 86 amps, 1100 watts, 12.87 volts. So we're still kicking pretty hard. Time on deck is 5:42 p.m. So 17:42 for you military types. So it's been running for 4 hours so far. My battery monitor has stopped monitoring. I connected my 12-volt air conditioner that's in the RV to this, and I ran it until that went down to 0. I didn't stop it because I ran out of time. This thing went for like 8 hours with that thing. Clearly, it probably could have gone longer. So yeah, we're at 4 hours right now. I'm going to keep coming back to this. Obviously not this, because this matters none right now because it's already at 0%. So hopefully this will help it learn itself or something. Maybe it'll, who knows? I have no idea. I don't know why. I'll look at the settings or something, but we're still going. So 4 hours plus on 314 amp hours. That's why one with an internal Bluetooth would be nice, but I think the cheapest battery with Bluetooth is much more than this one. You know, this kit with these extra cables that I bought, and that was $600. And if you're just adding to the price if you want Bluetooth. So you're looking at $700 versus $600 to run this for 4 hours so far. So let's see how much longer we can go. This thing is beyond exceeding my expectations. And by this thing, I mean that DUMFUME battery, because it is 6:30. So this has been cranking for 5 hours and it's not even ready to quit. That is amazing. I think I really need to revisit my 12-volt air conditioner because, like I said, I stopped at 8 hours, I think. I think I could have got 10 to 15 hours on that thing. I think we were pulling 500 amps. We're definitely pulling more on this thing. So I'm only pulling double that. I could have got 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 hours. So yeah, great setup. Watch the video on how I built that. This DUMFUME battery's kicking rear end. And this Hisense it's running. It finally stopped and we have an answer. How long can this DIY 4,000 watt hour, 314 amp hour DUMFUME battery and 2,000 watt inverter run this 5,000 BTU air conditioner? The answer is 5.5 hours. Almost exactly 5.5 hours, and our battery gave up. So yeah, if you got an emergency power outage and you need to run an AC, that's how long it'll run. Probably a little less if it was a little more powerful AC. I've got one, maybe I'll run a test, who knows? But thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. We'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to watch the video, how I built this. You can make your own, $500, $600, sorry. Catch you next one.